Welcome back to Chronic Connections with Rob Clemens, our special CCMF edition. We are here with Greg Parrish, one of the performers at the Country Music Festival. And I got to tell you, I'm excited. I've heard this guy, I've heard his music. He is going to light it up tonight. We're super excited. And you're performing all 4 days, correct?
All 4 days, yes.
Man,
we're doing actually 5 shows at the festival over the 4 days.
Man, they must really like you here to put you on all 4 days.
Hey, I've been very blessed, bro.
I hear you. Well, that's awesome. And your first performance is going to be tonight at 7 o'clock, right?
Yes.
So
on the Zen stage tonight at 7 o'clock. That's inside the Crown Royal tent.
Man, that's inside the Crown Royal tent.
Yes.
Well, that's where I want to be. You know,
Yes,
I'm a bit, you know, like.
And that's going to be an acoustic performance there.
All right,
Full
nice.
band acoustic performance.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. So you've made a lot of music over your career. I want to talk about that a little bit. One of the songs that I was listening to on my way in, actually, "Make Her Miss Me Through This Radio."
Yes.
How did you come up with that song?
Well, actually, I didn't write that one.
Okay.
A guy named Preston Keith wrote that song.
Nice.
And he's a songwriter back home, and he's excellent, very talented. So I got the song from him, and I went in, we cut the song, and we got it on country radio.
Nice.
Local station up there, and then we entered into the Carolina Artist Showdown as well. And that's a Fayetteville-based station up there. And we won our months for February and March. So now we're a finalist for Entertainer of the Year.
Wow,
Yeah.
Congratulations for that.
Going forward now.
Man, that's awesome. Now, what do you do to get prepped up for that? Do you have to like go and start practicing your award-winning speeches at this point? Is it too early?
I don't take that for granted.
right, I got you.
There's a lot of talented people out there, so I mean, it's going to be stiff competition.
Oh man, I'm sure
I've
it is.
been listening to their songs too, and there's a lot of really good ones.
A lot of good. Well,
Yes.
and it wouldn't be any fun if you're going to go and
No,
smash everybody,
no,
right? So,
absolutely.
all right, I got you. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. How'd you get into this business?
I've been playing for close to 25 years, so this was definitely not an overnight success by no means.
right.
But I've been playing for 25 years, and it started out in just smoky bar rooms at the very beginning, and here we are now.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, so I mean, things got better and better throughout the years. I loved it when they cut out the smoking in a lot of these places.
All right.
On the voice. But anyway, I mean, now here we are at CCMF. I mean, it's been a wild journey, but I'm glad to be here.
Now, is this your first time performing at this particular event?
It is.
Now, do you get any nerves, any butterflies? I mean, you've been doing this for a long time, but before you go out, are you that guy who's, you know?
It all depends. Sometimes the smaller gigs are the ones that make you the most nervous.
I can imagine.
Yeah. But then once you get on stage and you start playing and you make that connection with the audience, there's something magical about that.
Well, you know, and it's interesting you say that because I've noticed a lot about what you do is making it like an immersive experience for your fans.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not that guy who's like, I'm going to sing my 10 songs and get the heck out of here.
No.
You take requests, the whole 9 yards.
Yes.
Has anything weird ever happened while you're doing
Absolutely.
that? Anything you want to share? It's PG now, all right? We got to.
Yeah. So we do request, and a lot of times female songs get requested. So we do a cover of Lady Gaga's Poker Face.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oof.
Yes. We do the 4 Non-Blondes, What's Up?
Wow.
I mean, we throw things out there that people wouldn't think a country guy would do.
Yeah.
I've got a very raspy voice, and so I can pull it off.
You definitely do, man. You can pull off some Lady Gaga and probably some other things too, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have a good time with it, though. I mean, we make it our own.
Yeah,
So.
Very cool.
But we're not the musicians that go out there, we set up, we play for an hour, we take breaks. No, a lot of times we'll set up, we'll start at our sound check 15 minutes before we're supposed to start. We just keep it rolling. Whenever our stop time comes on, we're nowhere close to it.
Yeah.
We may be supposed to play from 7 to 10 and 11 o'clock. They're trying to shut it down. They're like, Greg, stop. We're having a good time.
You're a man who loves your craft.
I do.
We
Love
can
what I
tell
do.
that when we see what you're doing. And that's a beautiful thing. And they don't even have to pay you overtime for that.
No.
No, okay, all right. I was just thinking that would be sneaky if you did.
When the tips are flowing, though, that helps.
right. Do people throw money on you at stage ever? Or?
Sometimes.
No, all right.
But, well, I mean, we do have our little tip jar down there.
Well, that's well. So he does accept tips if it ever comes up. No, that's awesome. Let me ask you something. So you're from Rock Hill originally?
Yes.
Do you still stay local mainly? You know,
Absolutely, I stay local.
Yeah.
I mean, I like playing to my people, and I've had a lot of success there.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of support there, and why go outside of that if you've got support there? And I mean, yes, I'm going to venture out a little bit, but I don't plan on going on the road and doing anything like that right now. Not at this point. We'll see what happens. I'm not, never say never.
Never say never. Yeah. If somebody comes calling and it's going to take you national, you'll take it. But no, we appreciate our local people here at Myrtle Beach, so that's definitely a cool thing. And I love that you are influenced by so many music. You know, as I've been looking at some of the artists that are going to be joining us today during the interviews, a lot of people are so diverse that people don't realize. You know, they're thinking you're just doing country music, but as you said, I heard you were inspired by, you know, Matchbox 20, for example.
I'm a huge Matchbox.
What's your favorite song, Matchbox 20?
Back to Good.
Okay, all right, that's a good one.
Push.
Yeah.
I like those.
Nice. Yeah. They got some good stuff out there.
Oh, they got excellent stuff out there. And I love Three Doors Down.
Yeah, great group.
Yeah. I'm more of a 90s type guy. So.
90s type, little Alice in Chains maybe in there sometimes.
I'm not a huge Alice in Chains fan.
No, I don't.
I mean, I like some of their songs, but I mean, that's not my go-to.
Right on. I can appreciate that.
But I mean, the 90s, in my opinion, the 80s and 90s, that's where it's at musically.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's country, rock, what it is. I love 80s and 90s.
Well, let me ask you this. Who was your favorite? Do you have a favorite country music singer? Are they just somebody that you're like, man, I love that guy's stuff? Or gal? Yeah.
Travis Tritt.
Travis Tritt? Okay, nice.
Down.
And then you said they're still alive, so there must be...
Waylon Jennings.
All right, Waylon Jennings, man. You're getting the deep stuff here. That's awesome. As far as yourself, I know that you mentioned that you have a writer, wrote some good songs for you. Do you write any of your own music at all? I mean, as far as the songs?
Some more stuff right now.
Okay, cool. What do you get your inspiration from?
Just life stories.
Just life stories?
Yeah, just whatever you have going on.
Yeah.
You know, family, just work, whatever you have. I mean, sometimes I'm sitting there working, a line will just pop in your head and you got to write it on a napkin.
Right.
Inside my guitar case where I keep my picks and my capo and everything, there's note cards in there that never even got finished.
Man.
So if I took them all out and laid them all across the table, I'm sure to come up with a verse.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say 2 or 3 albums, but one sick verse though, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, sometimes you think you got something good, then you sit down and start writing it.
Yeah.
You throw that out. That was no good story.
Right.
That's just how it works.
Man, that's just like life, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you have anything that inspires you in life? Any particular inspirations?
My church and my family.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I've got a lot of support there, and that's what keeps me going.
I would
My
think
wife
so.
and my kids and my church group.
You know, you have to have a supportive family because being on the road like you have to do and things. I can imagine that's probably pretty taxing.
Right, and I got a great team around me too. Max Watson's my right-hand man. He plays bass with me. He handles all my social media stuff, built my website. I mean, if I wouldn't have had him, Lord, I wouldn't be where I'm at now.
Man, I got to tell you, I'm not on your level, but as far as a podcast guy, if I didn't have my team, this would be probably me recording on a tape recorder or something, you know?
The team's what makes it all happen.
Absolutely.
I'm just the guy that gets his name on the poster. So.
No doubt about it. No, that's awesome. Well, I was going to ask you a couple of things. So we are at the show here.
Yep.
We are at the actual Grand Strand Brewery, and it's super exciting. How did they do with the brew here for you?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
Pretty solid.
I'm kind of a light beer guy.
Yeah.
And I asked for the Pilsner. I mean, it tastes great to me.
Right on. Yeah, not a Guinness guy so much. Probably more the.
I'm a light beer guy.
And I know that there are some Guinness fans out there. It's never quite hit me right. You know, I just can't get into it much. But speaking of beer, this is interesting. When I saw you're sponsored by Bud Light.
I am sponsored by Bud Light, yes. And I appreciate all those guys at B&B Distributors and Bud Light for all that they do for me.
Yeah, that's super cool. So let me ask you this. Are you willing to sign this guitar for us?
Oh, absolutely.
This is our custom Country Music Fest guitar. We got one lucky winner at this event is going to win this guitar. Awesome. And if you go to our Facebook pages, you can see how to do that, Mark Roofing Facebook page. But we're excited to get you to sign this thing. So if you would, I'm going to go ahead and pull it off the stand and get you to sign it first. Yep. Should you do front or back, guys? Front, back?
I think we do front.
Do it on the front? Yeah, I think so. The back looks so good. So what we're going to do is I'm going to flip this sucker around. We'll just do it just like this for you. You got a fancy pen. You have one of those fancy signatures, one of these country music stars? Yeah, that's all right. Man, that is awesome. So first signature right there. We're super excited to have that. I appreciate you doing that one.
Absolutely.
Where are you headed after you leave CCMF here?
Well, actually, going back to, I think Friday night, I'm back in York, South Carolina.
Okay.
At R&B Pub House.
Nice.
One of my favorite places to play. They opened the doors to me when we did the release party for the single that we got out.
Nice.
And I mean, they just rolled out the red carpet for us. Bud Light went in, they threw the party for us.
Wow.
It's kind of a small place. Don't let that surprise you. I mean,
Yeah.
don't let that fool you. I mean, you go in there and that place, it lights up.
Yeah.
It really does.
Right.
Yeah.
Good fans. Some
Big
of those.
parking lot
Yeah, big parking lot. Yeah. Do they do tailgates out there and everything? Is it like a football
Oh, yeah.
game? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can back the truck up, open the tailgate, and sit there and listen. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'd love to get perspective for the fans. You know, as a performer, you know, when you get in out and you do the music, how do you keep yourself enthused to do the same song time and time again? Do you ever get to a point where you're like, oh man, I just don't want to do this one again?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That's where the professional part comes in. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can't ever let them know
Yeah.
that you don't want to do the song.
Yeah.
Because they may have heard you a year ago and haven't seen you since.
Yeah.
So whenever they come out and see you, they say, hey, can you do that song? And they don't realize you've done it every week
Right.
for the last 2 years, 3 years, but they still want to see you do it.
Yeah.
So you do it, and you do it enthusiastically.
Yeah, maybe with a little extra flair sometimes, just to keep it
exactly.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. How long have you and your band been together?
Well, actually, Max and I have played together for about 3 years.
Okay.
Trent and Jimmy, the drummer and my lead guitar player, they play with a band called Palmetto Drive.
Okay.
And then whenever I need a band, here it goes.
Squeeze it together.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
They have their own thing going too. I mean, and they're phenomenal musicians.
And it's crazy how you guys can just come together like that. It's like, just come right together and start playing some.
Well, and the cool thing is, the guys are 27 and 28 years old, except for me and Max. But the other guys, I mean, they're real young, but their vast knowledge of country music
Yeah.
is way beyond their years.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool that they do. You know, and I love that they're masters of the craft either way.
yeah.
You know, whatever you're gonna do, you got to involve yourself in it deeply. By the way, I'll tell you, as far as masters of the craft, a little backstory. We're wearing our Ryan Vargas T-shirts today. I don't know if you're a NASCAR fan at all.
My brother is.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So we sponsored a NASCAR driver, Ryan Vargas. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
And so when my people came to me and they said, "Hey, we want to sponsor a NASCAR guy," I said, "You know what? I've got to learn the whole history of NASCAR now." So, so here I am. I'm reading about cars and stuff. Probably don't really know that much yet, but it feels good. So
My brother and my sister-in-law, and they took my nephew to the NASCAR race last week in Charlotte.
right. Oh man, I would have loved to have been at that
Yeah.
one. Yeah, it was a good race too.
I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, it went so late at night. At my company, I'm in bed by the time that race was over. But either way,
I've become quite a night owl here lately.
I'll bet you have. Yeah, you got to be. Well, Greg, we can find you on gregparrishmusic.com.
Yes.
Where else can people find you at?
On Facebook, Greg Parrish Music. I've got a YouTube channel, which is Greg Parrish Music. Instagram, Greg Parrish Music 1.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. Doggone you, Instagram.
I know it.
Did you find the Greg Parrish Music, the original guy? And
Well, it was mine, and then it got hacked.
Oh, my
so I had
gosh.
to go and do Greg Parrish Music 1.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, Greg, it's
I
been.
love hackers.
Yeah, you do. You know, they make life interesting in
Yeah.
some weird way.
Yeah.
But no, it's been great having you on.
Thank you for having me.
We're looking forward to seeing you performing. We'll be out here all weekend, and definitely good luck with everything. All right.
I appreciate you. Thank
All
you
right.
so much, guys.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And we'll be back after our next break.